Okay, House of Payne fans, so it seems that the show is slated to return for its remaining episodes of season 13 on March 26th, which is a little over a month away. And the 26th is a Wednesday night, so Sisters, I believe the season finale is on the 12th. So then we go 2 weeks further, and I guess Family Fun Night is going to be, maybe 9 o'clock to 10:30. Because what is it? House of Pain, Assisted Living, and I think they also play the Miss Pat show. So yeah, House of Pain will be returning late next month. Now, this is the only information I have right now. Of course, as always, whenever I get new synopsis information, I'll be sure to share it on the channel. So if you come across any other episode titles or anything like that, just send it my way. This is season 13, episode 16, and I can't remember what episode we ended with. I know we ended in a weird place where it was labeled the mid-season finale, even though it was past episode 11. I think we stopped at 15, I think. Maybe it was... I know the numbering got kind of wonky there, but even though the show's returning, it's not going to be for long because the season ends at episode 22. So just keep that in mind. Tricks, no treat. Curtis surprises Ella with a new gift that brings unexpected results. I have nothing. Is it like a kitchen thing or... I don't know. Because I'm thinking tricks, no treats. I doubt it's a Halloween themed episode. I don't really think they do holiday themed episodes in these shows. Well, I mean, in Assisted Living, they did have the Christmas episode where Tamala Mann sung. Cause I'm thinking like House of Pain ever since the reboot, I don't ever recall there being a mention of a specific holiday. All right, now the back half of the synopsis is honestly the only reason I wanted to go in depth with a video. Calvin struggles with whether he and Laura are ready to walk down the aisle. This is very telling because I'm sitting here wondering, Calvin is thinking about if these two are ready to walk down the aisle, but the question is it really Calvin and Laura, or is it just Calvin himself because he's having second thoughts? Because remember, one of the themes of season 13 have been Calvin juggling the way he feels about Miranda, but then also the way he feels about Laura. And as I've said countless times in all of my videos pertaining to this season, I love the fact that these characters are going through different, emotional beats and story arcs that aren't resolved in one episode. Because, with House of Pain, there's an A plot and there's a B plot. And the episodes are like 19-20 minutes. So more or less a situation will come up in the first few minutes of an episode, but then it gets resolved by the time it's time to, sign off and go to Assisted Living. But we've had a theme where, hey, a problem arises, you try to figure out the next episode. Or if you talk to the other person who's in the conflict, you agree to assess the situation and move forward, but it isn't always resolved instantly. Case in point, CJ and Janine's marital issues right now regarding like quality time, communication, they're going to therapy, things like that. But with Calvin, is this going to be an episode where he's almost looking for an out? Like, maybe there are little quirks about Laura he didn't notice before, or maybe he's noticing things that's making him get cold feet. Because I feel like Laura, as as a fan base, as the audience, the majority doesn't like her because people want Miranda and Calvin to get back together. But if you take that out of the equation and look at Laura as a character, she doesn't seem like the right person for Calvin. And no, I'm not just saying this because, yet again, oh, we want Miranda back. No, their personalities don't really seem aligned. Most would define Laura as like a clout chaser. Maybe even a gold digger. But Calvin, Laura does fit the bill, attractive. But I don't really see how their personalities align. I really don't. And not to mention, Calvin comes with a lot of baggage. An ex-wife, 2 kids by 2 different women. I don't know. And what's always rubbed me the wrong way is a video I did years ago. And this is when it was mentioned in an episode. Calvin was initially Laura's side piece while she was with someone else. And then he eventually became his main dish, or her main dish. Basically meaning that Calvin was just somebody who was the backup dude, probably until Laura realized, oh, okay, he has way more to offer than this guy I'm currently seeing. So that really just, I'm never going to let go of that. And look, as I mentioned time and time again, Calvin isn't a saint himself. You know, the number of times he's done shady stuff behind Laura's back, like almost getting freaky with that realtor until his dad showed up, and having drunk sex with Miranda. And it's just, there's way too much going on. And of course, you know, I think the final nail in the coffin for me in terms of, yeah, this wedding isn't going to end well, or at least it's not going to end with Calvin and Laura getting together, was when he invited Miranda. Or he, as he said, I guess it was a combined decision for them to invite Miranda. So I really feel that him having like second thoughts or feeling like they're not ready, it's just him grasping at straws because he himself cannot figure out his own emotions. I really feel like this could be the beginning of the end, because this is 16, so 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That is 6 episodes after this one drops. So my biggest question is, by the end of this current season, will the engagement be broken up for good? I don't even know if we're going to get to the wedding by the end of this season, because it feels like they've been engaged for years, because Calvin told Miranda in season 9, which was the first season of the reboot, he was going to propose. And then in season 10, they were already engaged. So they've been engaged for what? Season 10, 11, 12. That is 3 full seasons right there. And we're almost at the end of season 13, and we still haven't gotten to the wedding yet. So I don't really know how long they're going to stretch this out, but they ought to wrap it up. But then again, they probably know if they get past the will they, won't they thing, the show really is going to run out of steam. Because even with my own videos I upload, the Calvin and Miranda content is the highest viewed videos, anything pertaining to them. Jasmine stuff is a close second, but that's about it. Maybe CJ and Janine kind of do all right, but that's about it. And at the end of each season, well, for the first like 3 or so, they always had this fake out where, oh my God, did CJ die in this fire? Oh, what about Janine? She was on a plane that was going down. Is she dead? Oh my goodness, the food truck exploded. Is Curtis dead? But thankfully they stopped that in last season when, what was it? Calvin Jr. walked out on his dad's saying going back to his mom's house, and Laura left Calvin the Dear John letter or whatever. So I don't know, but let me know your thoughts in the comments. As we get closer to the end of the season, will we see the end of the Calvin and Laura relationship for good? Will he and Miranda get back together? And how is Calvin going to choose exactly who he wants to be with? So let me know your thoughts, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.